What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing great. In today's video, I'm gonna be chatting about maybe something that people don't talk about too often, but it's the mental war zone of actually consistently doing six-figure months and, maintaining that and what that looks like from a back-end perspective, from a mental perspective. I get a lot of comments when I do talk about the mental side of things, running a business, what it takes, and just the actual mental toll of going through the day-to-day. So I like talking about this stuff just because it's really real. I feel like there's a lot of fluff on YouTube, especially if you're on this side of YouTube. You probably see a lot of people posting, making the 150, 100, 110, whatever that looks like a month, the flashy cars, because that's obviously, what gets the views and pulls the most people, gets the most eyeballs. But this is the stuff I actually like and enjoy talking about. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. And if you're watching this, you're probably going to want to hear about it because it's exactly what I put in the title. So you might think that, once you hit that six-figure a month mark, which is obviously a crazy dream goal for like 99.9% of entrepreneurs when you first start, it's like the number that's the craziest one to hit. You might think that a lot of things might change, your life might be set, you might go buy some materialistic items that you want, maybe like a Rolex, stuff like that, and that's all great. But let me tell you, like I said, it is a mental fucking war zone. And maybe I even put that much more pressure on myself, but I'm sure anyone who actually is going to be hitting six figures a month is going to be in the same headspace, because in order to get there, you're going to have to be in this headspace. So if you're not ready for it, it will literally eat you alive. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the anxiety of keeping it up, essentially. And what I mean by that is that once you hit it once, well, now you got to try and actually keep hitting it. And usually you hit those goals, it might have been just like, a really good month. You signed a lot of people, had a lot of re-signs, whatever that looks like. But now you got to try and maintain, because that's, the new level. You showed yourself that you can hit it. Well, now you got to consistently do it. And if you're not consistently doing it, obviously there's problems, and anything less than that starts to feel like you're failing, essentially. Now, all you're ever constantly thinking about is, okay, can I do this next month? A lot of clients are turning next month. Do I have a lot of re-signs next month? Oh my God, we don't have as many sales calls. So am I actually going to be able to do this, come February, come March, come April, come May, come June? If I'm getting all these new people on, now I need to keep getting it. So you're already starting to think about the next month, the next month after that, instead of just obviously being present with the month you're currently in. Now you got to start thinking about the next months. Basically, it's like being on a treadmill that never stops. You make more, now you expect more. And then the 50K, the 75K a month all of a sudden starts to feel like you're a failure. The second thing I'm going to talk about is just the isolation and pressure of being the successful one. And I don't mean that from like your friend group perspective or the people you hang out with or going out in public. For me personally, I'm just going to talk about my own personal life and my experiences. It's within my own, like, even family. And this is just pressure that I put on myself. My family is great, very supportive. They don't care if, all this were to go to shit and I was getting a normal job. They'd be there for me. They'd support me, and it doesn't matter to them. What I've already done is far beyond what they could have ever imagined, or what anyone could have ever imagined, even myself. So it's not about that. If they do watch this, it's not you guys. It's pressure that I put on myself, because you just feel like you have to maintain where you're at or keep pushing the bar. You don't want to say if this happened or you made this much less. It's a natural pressure that I put on myself to maintain where I'm at. Also, a tough part is the more you make, the less people you can relate to. So the less people you can talk to and vent or complain about. You can't really talk about your problems with your friends that you have, or your family members, because it just doesn't really make sense. It's going to be oh, poor you, like that's such a crazy problem to have. But yeah, so the less people you relate to, and you're just kind of stuck in your own head about, you have no one to vent to, you complain to, because it's not going to make sense to anyone. Third thing I'm going to talk about is the success come down, and why goals start to feel like they're never enough anymore. Because I think now that after you do the 100K a month, to be honest, anything after that is really not going to feel like anything. You just can kind of become really numb to it. Like 200, 300, 400, 500, I don't know. I think it'll all just be relatively the same. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's all going to be the same from a mental perspective. You're not going to think anything different. I think obviously you'll be able to do some crazier stuff and whatnot, but it'll all feel the same for the most part. So the worst part about all this is that if you think you hit the certain number and then things start to change, or this will be better, or things will be easier because you're making more money, so things should naturally be easier, but it's actually the complete opposite. There's more pressure, there's more stress, there's really nothing to gain gain besides just a financial perspective. It's just, yeah, everything gets a lot harder, to be honest, for the most part. There's more work, more clients, more people, more managing, more stress. So yeah, everything just kind of comes on more now. I hope you guys don't watch this video and take it as me like complaining about certain things and whatnot, but I like to talk to you guys, vent to the camera. It's kind of the only time I really get to fully talk about this stuff for the most part. But yeah, it's just, I obviously expected it, which is why I'm at where I'm at. Like, I knew getting into this stuff, this is just where, this is how business works. This is the name of the game. This is why it's hard. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it and the victory wouldn't be as sweet. But yeah, this is just like the mental aspect of actually doing 6 figures a month and, you know, what goes into it and the thoughts that you will have. So hopefully you got some sort of value out of this. Like I said, this isn't a typical video flashing, you know, certain things, but I'm trying to get to 30K subscribers by the end of this year. So only you guys can help me do that. Subscribe, like, comment down below some videos you'd like to see, some things you'd like me to talk about. Dove into a little bit about the mental aspect and the mental warfare of doing this stuff, running the business. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.